What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Balls in Your Face podcast, new and improved, back, and we're better than ever. How do you guys feel?
Feeling good, man. You already know Joshua Ramos in the building.
You already know Zio Hernandez.
And I am Christian Rivera, back at it again. We are here doing this thing, man. How does it feel? It's been about, it's been about almost 500 days since the first ever episode that we dropped.
So that's over a year. There's no way.
It's like a year and a half. It's a year. We started our first day was September 9th, 2020.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's really crazy.
So almost 500 days, and we are back. We are doing this again. This is season like 2.5 because we did a season 2. Well, we never even did a season 2. We just dropped a trailer and then never did anything about it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but it's gonna be a lot better quality content for you guys. We definitely took the time to get everything prepared, space everything out, invest into this because this is a dream of ours to be able to do a show like this. We had this in the running, like you said, 500 days ago, but we just weren't prepared yet. I feel like we took the necessary time to prepare for this and give you the best quality content that we can.
I feel like the first time we did it, we were trying like so hard to be perfect, even though we know like we're not gonna be. It just became so jumbled up in our mind that we kind of didn't even know what we were doing. And then we just stopped. But now we took the time, ready, like you said, invested in more stuff. But definitely going to be ready to just have fun, just let loose, and just talk about sports. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, just have fun with it. I mean, that's the biggest thing for us. We want to, stay more consistent and just have more fun. I feel like that's something that we definitely missed out on.
Yeah.
We had we had a big vision for it all. We would just talk in parking lots about stuff, especially sports, and just a natural conversation. And we wanted to bring that to the people.
Yeah.
And I feel like we really missed our mark on the first season, but this one is going to be completely different, way shorter episodes. We're not going to have 40-minute long episodes. We're going to cut it in half, about 20 minutes, talk about one single topic, release every Monday and Friday.
Yes, sir.
And, just have more fun with it, joke around more, not saying off stats that you can look up online, but just, saying our personal opinions of things that are going on right now, previous things that have happened, specific games happening or specific games that have happened. And, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to be back with you guys doing this again, and, it's big things coming our way. Big balls in our face.
That being said, we're still going to keep our old videos up. It's definitely good to look back and see where we came from. But
yeah, for sure.
If you guys want to look back and just, I guess, compare it to what we're doing now, it's definitely a good benchmark to see where we were at back then. So we're not ashamed by it. I definitely had my moments.
No, we are. No, very ashamed.
Terrible.
Especially you, Azil.
If you want to look at it, I had a moment. I just froze. I'm just standing in front of the mic, and I'm thinking we're gonna stop the video.
Damn, my love for the game.
If you want to see that, it's on the Balls in Your Face podcast.
Episode 1, 2, and 3.
I'm thinking, we're just gonna stop. But that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. So now we're just gonna have fun, just talk about everything we can.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it.
Sure.
Let's get right into it.
Let's get into the first topic of the day, guys. If you don't already see it, we have a Super Bowl banner. Very nice. What is this? 53?
56.
56. Wow, I was way off. Damn. Yeah. I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to read Roman numerals. But Super Bowl 56, if you haven't seen it already, it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals, which who would have thought, right? Against the Los Angeles Rams.
And Joe Shiesty, we trust.
Joe Burrito, yes.
Joe.
Yeah, he is that guy. He is all eyes on him. What do you guys think so far? Like, this season definitely did not turn out how I would have thought.
Yeah, so obviously with the Cincinnati Bengals, nobody really expected them to be anything. Just to give some prior context, 2 years ago they had the worst record in the league.
2 games that they won. 2
games. Then last year they improved on that by
4 games.
2 more games, and they won 4 games, and now they're here in the Super Bowl.
And they already won 3 games in January.
Yeah. So it kind of just shows the impact that Joe Burrow, a.k.a. Joe Shiesty, has had on the team. But also that defense. That defense is turned, man. Nobody really expected them to shut down Patrick Mahomes the way they did, especially in the second half. Mm-hmm. And it took them to a ticket to the Super Bowl, man. They were able to beat everyone that they had to beat, and now they got even a bigger task that I think, which is the Los Angeles Rams. So yeah,
I think every time you draft like a franchise quarterback like that, this is what you envision, like best case scenario where they're going to take you to. And I think that being said, if you ask like the Cincinnati Bengals like front office, there's nowhere that they imagine year 2 Joe Burrow's taking them to the Super Bowl.
No.
And like you think about it, the first year, you said they won 4 games. Joe Burrow tore his ACL.
Yep.
Offensive line was not up to par. And, you know, when you get a quarterback like that, your main job is to protect them. And even going into this year's draft, you know, everybody's thinking they're going to draft offensive linemen, and they still go out for Jamar Chase. And Joe Burrow still got sacked. You know, they won a playoff game. He got sacked 9 times, but here they are. And I think Joe Burrow is the perfect quarterback for that organization. And like I said, here they are, man. No one would have thought coming into the season, year 2, definitely ahead of schedule, what anyone would have thought. So they're not even supposed to be here right now, and they're in position to win their first Super Bowl right now.
And
so
definitely a bright future for Joe Burrow, man. I mean, to do it on your second year, that's big. And coming from LSU off of that, man, that guy, he got stuff going on. He got a fire under him, and you know, I hope, you know, I'm gonna just put it out there. I hope he wins. I hope the Bengals win. That's what I got. You know, they don't have a Super Bowl. Right? No championship. I think that's one of the coolest thing about sports is, you know, a team that has never won Super Bowl, that they've been to 2, I think it's 2, and they lost to the 49ers both times. But, you know, for Cincinnati, that's big. I mean, you don't really hear about Cincinnati teams doing that good. You know, the Reds, they got no basketball.
That's like their only team.
Yeah, it's the Reds and the Bengals. Teams. So, I mean, you know, it's definitely big for the city. I think that's one of the biggest thing about sports is, you know, the fandom and just, you know, if Cincinnati wins, man, the city is going to go crazy, man. And I can't wait to see that. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, man. Well, like, obviously going into this, it's just miraculous that they're there. Even with all this, they've been winning these games. They're still heavy underdogs coming into the Super Bowl. Nobody really still respects them like that. I mean, you can respect them, but at the end of the day, the talent on the field matters, and the Rams have like literally like the most talent that they can have in the freaking league. They made moves obviously to get Von Miller on the team, got OBJ on the team after Robert Woods tore his ACL, and obviously they made that blockbuster deal to get Matthew Stafford on the team, and it gave them a Super Bowl in the first year that he's there. So you can't really say that about much people. Obviously their defense is heavily talented, but Jared Goff was on that team. They didn't win too much games, and their defense was still fairly good last year. So it just shows when you make that franchise decision to get that guy, because that guy can put you over the edge and you actually go to the Super Bowl and you have the chance to win it. That's everything they could have hoped for.
I think the Super Bowl is definitely going to be really interesting. You were talking about Cincinnati, really small town, Ohio, hasn't won a Super Bowl, all this stuff. And the day after the Super Bowl on the 14th, they shut down school. Like they already announced and everything. Yeah. So we're talking about a small city, and then on the flip side, you're talking about Los Angeles, like the biggest city out there. And like Josh said, they got all the stars out there. So it's definitely your classic big market versus small market team. That being said, I am pulling for Joe Burrow. I think it would be a crazy story. He could be the first player, Heisman, national championship, Super Bowl, and the fact that he might do in a span of 3 years.
Crazy.
Last year of college, going to the NFL.
Crazy.
That's special. Like that's top notch. Not anybody could say that if he does it. So it's definitely going to be an interesting Super Bowl. I think. What are your guys' predictions? What do you guys think?
So, like I said, I mean, Joe Burrow is that guy. He's just that guy now. He's definitely probably he's for sure top 10 in the league right now. But the Rams defense is just too crazy. When you look at the Titans game, with the Titans front, which they have a good front, they got 9 sacks on him. But they don't have the back end that the Rams have. They don't have the number 1 corner, Jalen Ramsey, and even with their front, they don't have Aaron Donald, they don't have Von Miller and Leonard Floyd all coming at you at one time. It's just tough to stand up to that. So I just truly don't see them living up to the standards that the Rams play at. I still expect it to be a close game, of course, because they didn't make it by accident. Obviously, they won games to get to that position that they're in. But ultimately, I just got the Rams taking it. I don't really have a score prediction, but I'll say they win by 10. Maybe it'll be close-ish, but good teams, which you've seen in the past Super Bowls, they separate themselves towards the end of the game. That's really when it kind of just separates. So I got the Rams winning by maybe 10. But it's going to be a good game overall, though. It's going to be a good game with a good young quarterback that has truly carried their team. Yeah, Jamar Chase is awesome and everything like that. And obviously they have a great running back in Joe Mixon, but he's truly the catalyst of their team. Because you take him off of there last year and they were just nowhere near being good in contention. So
still garbage.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the first time that they won a playoff game in 31 years. And they went all the way. Like, it's not even just one playoff game. Yeah. It's all the way to the Super Bowl. So
hopefully they win it, man. I mean, I'm rooting for them. Man, it's just the Rams playing at home, SoFi. You know, you got the young quarterback against, you could say, veteran. He's been in the league for a few years. I saw it was something funny. It was somebody was like, "Oh yeah, Eminem's performing and Stafford is playing. That's the closest we'll get to Detroit going to a Super Bowl." I was funny. Like, man, but yeah, I got my money on the Bengals by 20. I'm gonna say it by 20.
Wow. 20.
They got fire under them, man. They're the underdogs. You've seen it before, you know, the undefeated Patriots against the Giants, and who won?
Yeah, but Eli Manning wasn't playing. Eli Manning's not playing this game.
Yeah, but it's Joe Burrow, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like he has that fire under him. I feel like he got it. You know, he knows what he got to do. I mean, look what they did against the Chiefs, man. I mean, they came back, and then this is something I want to talk about. The overtime, the coin flip, man. I remember watching it, and the Chiefs got, I don't know if it was heads, but they won the coin flip. And the stadium went crazy. I was like, bro.
They thought it was an automatic victory.
They thought it was the automatic victory, man.
Topic of conversation the past couple weeks. Like, first team that gets ball, game over.
Yep.
And Chiefs at home, everyone thinking that's it, game. And Mahomes throws a pick, and Cincinnati just debunked that whole theory. You know, they got ball second. Took it all the way. They did it.
So that's what I'm saying. I really believe, you know, if they're down, they're going to come back. And if they're ahead, they're going to keep the lead. So it's probably not going to be 20, but I definitely got them winning that game. I'll say 15. It's gonna be that kind of game, and I feel like it's gonna be a comeback. Like, they're gonna come back in like the third, and they're gonna secure the win. So I got my money on Cincinnati.
It's like, logically speaking, everything about the game for me points towards the Rams, but every stock in Joe Burrow, like, I want to invest. Bruh. Like, everything is telling me to invest in that. And they got good skill position players. Like, obviously, his connection with Jamar Chase. Arguably this year, besides Aaron Rodgers and Devontae, I mean, that connection, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, that's top two to me. Like, it's definitely up there. Like, that's how good it was. Even on top of that, they got T. Higgins, number 2 receiver, and Tyler Boyd, number 3. Like you said, Joe Mixon earlier, he's definitely that offense. So it's definitely going to be a tough game. I can honestly say I didn't see them getting past the Chiefs. If they got past the Chiefs,
yeah, me neither.
Why can't they get past the Rams?
Exactly.
That's kind of how I see it. And like I said, I really want Joe Burrow to have that storybook ending. And we're only in year 2. I'm talking about ending, but that's definitely just that whole dynamic going through.
Very bright future.
I mean, the main difference, obviously, between the Chiefs and the Rams, though, is the defense. The Chiefs don't really have. They're not known for their defense.
You're right.
They don't have a front four that's solid. They have Chris Jones, and he was a game wrecker, but Joe Burrow didn't even get sacked, I believe. I don't even think he got sacked once.
I think he got sacked once.
Or maybe once. Yeah. But I know you can look at the plays that Joe Burrow was rolling out and kicking his feet up, making sure he's not getting tackled by Chris Jones. Mm-hmm. But imagine doing that with 2 other studs that are on their defensive line. And then once again, like, I know Jamar Chase is that guy. Like, Jamar Chase is definitely good. Everyone was making those things in the preseason about his drops because he was dropping balls in the preseason. But he caught everything. He caught everything during the season. But Jalen Ramsey is on this team. Jalen Ramsey, what is he known for? He takes away your number 1 target. So against the Chiefs, who's their corner that really like takes Jamar Chase away? There's no one there.
Eli Apple.
Yeah. He's on his team. Eli Apple's on the Bengals.
Oh, I'm tripping.
tripping. But yeah, Jalen Ramsey's just that guy, and I think he's gonna take that option away. He's gonna have to force other people. Which Tyler Boyd's good, T. Higgins is good. But can they win you the game? I feel like that's what they're gonna.
Joe Burrow's gonna win the game. Joe Burrow's gonna do it. He's gonna throw himself a touchdown.
Like, it doesn't, like, especially because he's done this in his second season. Like, when you look at like Russell Wilson, I believe he went in his second or third season to the Super Bowl and won it. But he did that also with a great defense, and his defense is good. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, I just think the Rams' defense is just up there. Like, it's just.
I feel like I wouldn't go to the level and say Cincinnati's defense is great. I feel like they're streaky, and I feel like they're hot right now. That's how I kind of
fire that I was
that's how I feel
talking
about their defense.
It's under the whole team. The whole team is feeling it. They know that they're the underdogs. They know they weren't the best team. They were 10-7, I think. What was the Rams?
They were 10-7. Or yeah, the Cincinnati was 10-7.
Yeah, there was better teams out there that had better
Rams
records.
12, I believe.
But I mean, I don't know, man. It's all those veterans on the Rams, and Joe Burrow. I mean, that's all I can say is Joe Burrow, man.
And of course, I want my dog OBJ to go get a ring. Of course, he couldn't get it in New York, but I would hope that he can get it there. But like I said, I think Joe Burrow is that guy. He's good, but that Rams defense, man, they definitely sold out all their first round picks to go get the guys they want that they feel that they can go win a Super Bowl with, and they're there. They're there, and I feel like they kind of just pulled the good card. Like they're facing them instead of the Chiefs. Because what Cincinnati did was make great adjustments because they were getting their. It wasn't like they were playing defense good all game. They were getting their butts kicked in the first half.
The first half was crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying, but they made adjustments and they held Mahomes to only 3 points in the second half. Like that's crazy. So it's definitely coaching is a big part of it too. They don't have all the talent in the world on the defensive side of the ball, but obviously if you're hot, momentum in football is like key. Like it's like up there. So. I still got the Rams though. All that being said, I still got the Rams. They just put Brady into retirement the other day, and then obviously
did they put him into retirement? I mean,
they stopped the one-man show Debo. Shout out to my boy Debo. I feel like he should have been in the bowl, but too bad his quarterback sucks.
Damn,
but yeah, man.
Bro.
I feel like the Rams they went through the gauntlet in the NFC side, and I feel like this is one of their lesser opponents, but I still think it'll be a good game for sure.
Think about the Rams, like, it has to be must-win for them.
It has to.
Same thing that you said, they mortgage their future. All first-round picks gone. And it's interesting when you're a big market like that, and it goes into the whole concept of team building, what's right and what's wrong, what's the right way to build your team. But they definitely went all in, got the players like, obviously, Von Miller, all that stuff, ended up signing OBJ. So they did mortgage their future out. So if they sell out and win a Super Bowl, I think everything's fine. But, they got a couple of aging players. If it doesn't go through this year, how do you build in the future? Mm-hmm. So that's why for me it's must win for them. This has to be the year that they do it.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, if you sell out and you win a championship, it's worth it. It's worth it at the end of the day. The Rams haven't won in a very long time. I believe it was the year before they got beat by Brady was the last time they won a Super Bowl. So
was that when they were St. Louis?
Yeah.
Or
no,
not yet.
Yes. They just transitioned to LA not too long ago.
Yeah, it was.
That was when Kurt Warner was their quarterback. Marshall Faulk was still their running back.
Yeah, that was like 2000.
It was either 2000 or 99, one of the two.
We weren't even born yet. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, man. I think the Rams gonna do it. They're gonna get their first championship in a while, and hey, OBJ gonna be dancing with that ring on.
As you think the Rams too?
Like I said, everything is telling me to pick the Rams.
So who's your pick?
But you can't pick the Rams.
So who's your pick?
I gotta go with Joe Shiesty, man. You know what? Man. We're gonna do. I'm gonna give a score prediction.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say 29-26.
29-26.
Bengals.
It's crazy.
Come on, you have to put a score prediction. You can't just say I think they're gonna win by 10.
I got it. 31-20-21. That's it.
31-21 Rams.
31-21.
About you, Christian? You said 20?
32-12.
Yeah,
yeah, they're about to go crazy. Now, I hope it doesn't end on a field goal. That's how a lot of that's how a lot of the playoff games have been ending, and I'm like, damn, bro, are you serious? Like, I mean, it definitely takes something to get to field goal position, but man, to because what was it? It was the Bucks lost it to a field goal, right?
Bucks lost to a field goal.
Yeah, see, so I mean,
a lot of the teams lost to a field goal.
But I mean, the Bucks were a big one because Tom Brady lost on a field goal.
Yeah,
his career ended on a loss to a field goal. So I mean, I don't know. I hope it's a good game. I hope Joe Burrow shows out. I hope he got the black turtleneck with a chain on. Hopefully a heartbreak chain, if you know about that.
Right.
But Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow. He's that guy. He's gonna do it big. He's gonna do it real big for the city of Cincinnati.
You were talking about kicking, yo. Cincinnati's kicker, he's been on fire, though. And it's interesting because he's a rookie, and they drafted him in the 5th round. And that's that whole debate. Do you draft a kicker, whatever, special teams, blah, blah. And, he hit the game-winning field goal the other day. And they put on Twitter, they were like, that's why you draft a kicker and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's interesting because I'm like, yo, I predicted the score. I think it's going to be a 3-point win. And that's a field goal right there. So if their kicker comes through, I mean, can you really blame them for drafting the kicker?
Yeah. I'm still drafting the kicker.
You wouldn't draft the kicker?
You gotta draft
He's
the
come
best
through
kicker.
big.
Did Young Ho Koo get
yeah.
Nah. Did he get drafted?
Bro, kickers shouldn't get drafted.
Yeah, but did he get drafted?
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either because he was with the Chargers, I think.
Mm-hmm. One of the known ones was Roberto Aguayo.
You see, okay, there's that example.
Who's the guy on the Colts? The Lego one?
Oh, Blankenship.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
What happened to him?
He got injured, but
never the same.
I'll say this: drafting a kicker with the second round pick, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
The Bucks drafted him with
Aguayo just was a straight bust. But I don't mind drafting a kicker with your 5th, 6th, 7th round pick because those are picks that probably won't even make the team.
Exactly.
That you draft them and
no
they
one's
get
gonna
cut.
pick a kicker, so you can still pick one of the best kickers.
So to me, I'm just like, I don't mind doing that. Like I said, look where Cincinnati's at right now. They drafted a kicker, hit big field goals. He's gonna hit another one. I'm calling it right now. Game-winning field goal. What's his name? Evan McPherson.
Oh yeah, they were calling him Mick something. I forgot.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it.
Yeah, man. I got the Rams, dog.
Bengals all the way, man. Azil, what is your final pick?
I said Bengals.
Oh, okay.
I said 29-26.
29-26. That's 2 points. No, that's 3 points. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Your math ain't on point today.
No. It was on point for tomorrow's. No, I'm just kidding. For next week's episode. No, but I mean, guys have anything else to add to it? I mean,
it's definitely gonna be crazy Super Bowl.
Crazy
Back-to-back years. Back-to-back years that
show.
one team is hosting the Super Bowl. Pretty
Eminem's
much.
gonna be on the mic. Azil, can you spit an Eminem bar real quick?
Not off the top.
Man, can you freestyle real quick?
I don't think I'm built for freestyling right now.
Azil, okay, real quick. Super Bowl freestyle featuring Azil. Azil, the word is bowl.
Check it. We got the Super Bowl. We got Cincinnati. Ooh, they're gonna win the national. You see, I can't.
The national what?
I was gonna say the natty, but
win the natty for Cincinnati. He's going off like I'm a
baddie. Ooh. No. But it's gonna be a real good game. I mean, make sure you tune in February 13th to whatever channel it's on. We're not shouting them out. We're just saying watch the game.
We're not sponsored yet.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by anybody except ourselves. Balls in your face merch. No, I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy to be back with you guys doing this podcast again. Hopefully people watch it. Tell your friends to tell their friends. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good year for us. 2022, good year for the podcast. Doing big things, back and better than ever. Real equipment this time, real set. We got a whole set going on. And,
secret location.
Location.
No one's going to know where this is.
Studio 200.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
Studio 209. That's the spot. So, anything else you guys want to add to it?
The Ballsy Face Podcast on Instagram. Our Ballsy Face the Podcast on TikTok and BIYF. The podcast on Twitter.
Definitely looking forward to this new reincarnation of the show. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, like I said, we stick to it. And we're growing every episode. So if you want to, like I said, if you want to look at our old ones and just see where we are.
Episode 1, 2, and 3.
And then
of the first season.
Let's say look at us in the future a year from now. Hopefully the goal is to improve no matter how small it is. So just us being up here. Definitely looking forward to it.
Other than that, this has been the first episode back and better than ever, new and improved, the Balls in Your Face podcast. I am Christian Rivera.
I'm Josh Ramos.
I'm Azil Hernandez.
Bye.